Okay, so this is a funny story. We went to a hibachi grill one night, and everybody gets their meat, and they put it on their plate, and then they decide if they're going to get noodles or rice. They write their name at the top of the paper. So I am a big woman, so it's me, my son, and my best friend and his husband. So we all was up there. When I come out of the bathroom, my son had a plate of meat that could have fed the whole restaurant, and I told him, I said, son, if that waitress brings that plate of food to me, because I'm the fattest girl at this table, I'm going to hurt you, little boy. So fast forward it, she gets everything ready. We write our name on our piece of paper. Well, I noticed that my son, and he's black, he put Nigga, thinking he's going to be flirting with her to give her a reason to ask him what his name is or whatever. Anyway, so the lady comes, or the little girl comes, she brings a plate of food. She says, Rhonda, and she puts the correct plate in front of me. She says, Michael, puts it in front of my friend, his plate. Blake, she puts it in front of him. But when it comes time to put the big plate of food in front of my son, whose name is Jerron, but he had put Nigga for his name. So I waited. She never did say his name, and she put it, on top in front of him, whatever. So his face just dropped. You could tell his feelings was hurt because he wanted a door to be open so he could, flirt with this little girl. So before she walks away, I said, ma'am, why didn't you say my son's name? I said, you said my name and everybody else's, but when you put his plate down, you didn't say my son's name. And she said, ma'am, and I said, darling, I was on anesthesia. They gave me that epidural, and I just fell in love with the name Najee, but I didn't think about how I spelt it until a little few years later. And the little girl just fell out laughing. She said, oh, I didn't know. And anyway, my son was like, Mama, why did you do that? I said, son, you cute, but you ain't got the comedy skills. Let mama finish this little joke for you, boo boo. And for years, we've talked about it. And his daddy, loved it. His daddy, he's a black man, and he thought, my son thought of that by himself, but he just couldn't pull it all the way off like you could you, darling? So just remember, Mother's Day's coming up. And even when you don't think about it, your mama's got your back.